Hello everyone, Tisai, your Prince, London. Welcome to the first episode of Undressing the topic. Today we're going to be talking about the topic of success and how it's toxic to compare yourself to other people's successes. Well, hello everyone. As you may have been able to guess from the title, today we're going to be undressing the idea of quick gratification, success, and how we feel like everything must come to us really fast. And by us, I mean me. I want everything. I want it now. And this sort of mentality has made me become the scapegoat for a lot of my own personal failures and successes. So the format of this whole thing, this is kind of like the first episode. And I know I've said this before, but this would really determine the path the channel will follow is the success of this video. So I would really appreciate it if you enjoyed this. Please let me know and which things you liked. So let's start with the outfit, shall we? Because I think I look nice, okay? Yeah, I'm not wearing any shoes. But do we like the ensemble? The idea of success for me has always derived from a need of proving myself that I can do something. And let's start with the sweater, okay? Let's start with the sweater. I feel like the sweater is probably the most PG thing I could take off right now. The easiest, and it's really warm, and I don't want to be sweating. So there you go. I'm a prince, but I'm also allowed to sweat, but I'm not sweating. This idea of success, that everything must come to us really fast, it has started with me mainly because of Disney. And I'm not a child star or anything like that. I'm just saying that when you grow up and you see Demi Lovato, Miley Cyrus, and Selena Gomez on the Disney Channel, and they're 14, 13, and 15 or 16, achieving their dreams, singing and touring the world and topping the charts, you think to yourself, I'm gonna do the same thing at 16. I'm gonna go to Camp Rock, I'm gonna go to High School Musical, I'm gonna do the very same thing, I'm gonna date the guy on the popular team. That's my idea of success. That's what it was at the time. And when I'm watching that stuff, I'm like around 7 or 8, and then you grow up and you reach 16 and you're like, but I still feel 7 and 8, so maybe that can wait. So that's kind of like the first success that did not succeed, that you did not succeed at. But it stems from a deeper place. But it comes from a deeper place than that. It comes from a place that I like to refer to as Wonderland, a place where we think everything is sort of possible, and everything is possible. Everything can happen. I have a personal saying. It's kind of pessimistic. The shoe doesn't have to drop, but it always will. The shoe will always drop. It doesn't have to, but it will. That's sort of like the thing. Prepare for the worst. I don't know who gave me this chair. Actually, I know I bought it myself. So let's do a little something more cheeky, and let's take up the jeans. But as you grow up and your dreams become more ambitious, maybe it's career dreams or marriage or travel or something like that, you get to a point where you get to decide for yourself and think, okay, now I'm 16, what can I actually do versus what I thought I could do versus what I could do if I didn't have any constraints, such as money, expectations, family, society, because those are real constraints, you know? I feel like this is a really vulnerable position for me to be in, especially because of this area. And yeah, I'm signaling to my ass, but let's hope nothing slips out. These are American Eagle. American Eagle, you should sponsor me because I really like your stuff. So that's what I feel like success. It's not only success as in I've succeeded, it's also as if I've created this expectation and I've been expected either by myself or society to fulfill it. At its core, success is just a desire for expectation and to achieve such expectation. For me, I've had a lot of successes throughout my life that have never really succeeded, such as travel, such as marriage, such as fame. And that's a whole nother topic in and of itself. And you get lost in this idea of the future and what will come. And I'm 8, I'm gonna be 16, so I got 8 years to wait. Okay, I'm 16. But you know what? I can travel when I'm 21. I'd rather travel when I'm 21. Or when you're 21 and you think, oh, I'd rather travel when I'm... And then you actually get to that point and you're like, I I can't actually do anything because I spent all that time doing absolutely nothing. So I didn't really succeed. So those successes become failures and you failed. FYI, the full video is on Patreon, the unedited version, but it's not like a thing that you have to do. Like, please keep watching, okay? And subscribe. Optimistic. I feel like I should work on my posture now that I'm exposed. I'm not really that exposed, I think. I've had more accidents, more mishaps on live. Which, by the way, I'm going live later. So maybe just enjoy the moment. I think for me, it really stems from the fact that maybe success will never really come. Maybe this is everything that my life will be. Just staying in my room, talking to a camera, and posting song covers online till the day I die, and I might as well die 5 minutes from now. And maybe that's everything. Maybe that's how success looks like to me. Maybe if you believe in God or if you believe in heaven, higher than the heavens above. I feel good. I feel nice. I never felt so satisfied. You can kind of blame the supernatural forces and just enjoy the present. If this is everything that it is, you might as well get a kick out of it. I'm trying to do the best I can with what you've got, and I think that's really the best any of us can do. So yeah, you can keep your successes in your back pocket. I don't have any back pockets. I don't have any pants on, but yeah, I want a lot of things in life. I wanna tour the world. I wanna marry. I wanna sell out stadiums. I wanna record albums. I wanna travel a lot, especially during the summer. I wanna meet a lot of people. I wanna take a lot of photos, like photography. I don't know photography, but I don't care. Okay, I don't care. So maybe drop some of those expectations down in the comments. Some of those successes that you are afraid will never really come true. And let's talk about expectations and success. Because success isn't inherently bad. Failure isn't inherently bad. Failure is just a failure to meet set expectation. But it's a success if you flip it around and look at failure as you've succeeded. But that's how I undress this whole topic of success and failure and expectations and everything in between. Because if you let it get to you and you start thinking of success as failures that never were instead of accidents that were, you gotta think of yourself as a person who happened to get lucky, who put in the work and got rewarded, instead of a person who's been put through the system and somehow came out the other side. Because if you think that way, even if it's true, in my case it is you would just feel so sad. It is just so sad, darling. I think this is it for the first video. It's my job to question myself as to what I'm doing to stay on my path. That's really what it's all about. Holding myself accountable for my mistakes, my shortcomings. Yes, this is the whole format. If you like the video, if you like this format, please let me know by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing the video, or leaving a comment down below. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for partaking in this whole social experiment. And let's see how it goes.